We are neither nutritionists or medical providers. The topics discussed on this show are from our own research and experiences. Please consult your medical provider before attempting anything discussed on this show. Welcome to another episode of
Sjogren Strong. This is Brian.
And this is Lupe.
And she's a little giggly today.
I don't know why, it just happened.
And this is your weekly podcast discussing how to live an active and healthy lifestyle despite a diagnosis of Sjogren's.
How's everybody doing today?
Hope y'all are having a great week. I just said y'all.
Oh, no. You're probably getting that from your kid.
I am. My daughter, who hates the fact that I point out she's picking up a Southern drawl, is tweeting with a Southern drawl. And I was laughing so hard and can't wait to tease her later this evening.
She'll be teasing you.
Probably. So what's going on?
Well, a few things are going on with Sjogren Strong, and we wanted to share that with you. Number one, our very own Brian, he was asked by the Sjogren Syndrom Foundation to lead a spouses and partners support group.
That is right. And I graciously accepted. And I want to thank the foundation for entrusting this to me. And it's coming together. And first and foremost, if you are a spouse or a partner that is supporting somebody with Sjogren's syndrome, what you need to do to get involved at this point in time is dial, get your pens and paper out. And if you're driving, please don't. These numbers and links will be in the show notes below. But you need to call 301-530-4420, extension 203, and asked to be put on the list for the Spouses and Partners Support Group. Or you can email the foundation. The email address is ssf@sjogrens.org. And again, ask about the Spouses and Partners Support Group. It is supposed to be rolling out in January of 2020. And I'm excited to get this ball rolling and start engaging with those like myself supporting somebody with Sjogren's. So I'm eagerly anticipating learning from you and it being a collaborative group where we can learn from each other. So excited about that.
Is it going to be over the phone or is it going to be a teleconference?
As it stands right now, it's going to be over the phone. So there will be a conference call number you can dial in and I'll be leading the charge. However, everyone will have the opportunity to speak and pitch in. And I'm a very collaborative person, so I will make it so. And again, if you're not ready to talk or share, you can just sit back and listen and learn from others.
That's exciting. That's a cool thing for you to do.
Again, I feel honored that the foundation's entrusted me with this. This is pretty cool. There are a few other phone-in support groups that the foundation runs in areas that don't have enough population to support an in-person group, or there is I don't want to say youth group, but a phone-in group and Facebook page for those 20s to 30s with Sjogren's, because their concerns and questions are much different from an older individual. So,
right, because they're dating.
Right. Still planning a family. Exactly.
Right. Makes sense.
So again, not the first go around with a phone group, first time with a spouses or partners group, which I'm excited to lead the charge.
I'm excited too. I'll be listening in.
No, she won't.
Just kidding. I'm kidding. It's only for spouses.
I forebode her.
You foreboded it?
You're foreboded.
Right on.
And the next thing that we want to announce is something that Sjogren's Strong is sponsoring. And unfortunately, if you don't live local at the present time, you're not going to be able to take advantage or participate unless you want, build up those frequent flyer miles and fly in. But I doubt that will happen.
We created a MeetUp group called Chronically Active. And that's for those people that want to start being a little bit more active, walking, running, jogging, whatever it is, anything you want to do that you don't want to do alone. We're creating a community for that.
And yes, this is a group that we've started on MeetUp. There is a page on sjogrens.com, and that URL will be in the links below. However, it's going to be sjogrenstrong.com/chronically-active. And we're going to share upcoming events and things we've learned along the way there. Now, with all of that having been said, if this is as successful as we anticipate it being, we're hoping to kind of, maybe roll this out, find somebody that wants to lead a group in their area under the Chronically Active banner, hold activities in your area. Now, we're starting off with small walks, and we really kind of need to gauge the fitness level and what people can do and be comfortable doing. But I anticipate our activities being somewhat multifaceted. We can start at a local park and we can just walk around the park. And for those that are done after a lap or two, are done. For those that want to keep going, we can head up a trail and extend the day. We want to make this as inclusive as possible. However, we need to caution everybody not to overextend themselves and to listen to their bodies. And when they're done, and that's okay. But we're out together doing something.
No man is left behind. It's going to be fun. Half a mile, whatever it is you can do. And if you feel you have to turn around. And then, we're probably not going to do it every week, maybe a couple of times a month, maybe once a month, depending on the participation. And we'll take it from there. But I think it's going to be fun. If you're out and about and you're doing something exciting that you would like to share, hashtag Chronically Active on Instagram. And we might share your post on our page because it's going to be a community.
Yeah, we're really trying to build a community for those with chronic illness around still being active. So this is not Sjogren's syndrome specific. This is any chronic illness, kind of expanding beyond Sjogren's there. But, Lupe has been diagnosed with Hashimoto's now, which is a second chronic illness. And we feel it's time to expand that and bring people together in person, again, once or twice a month and doing something fun. And, it might be the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library. It might be the Getty Center Museum.
Oh, boy, the Getty.
So it's not all going to be outdoorsy, hiking in the dirt and in the woods. However, we will be together. And as Lupe stated, no one will be left behind. Somebody will lead, somebody will follow. We want it to be a safe, fun experience for everybody.
And that we all know what each other is going through, that you don't feel embarrassed because you need to rest. I wanted to share a little something. About a year ago when we were in school taking photography, we went to, Brian, correct me if I'm wrong, the Huntington Library?
The Huntington Library in Pasadena.
Right. I was going to say Huntington Beach, but that's not correct. The Huntington Library in Pasadena. And it was summer and it was really hot. I'm going to say about 85, 90. For me, it was really hot and I knew it was going to be hot and I prepared my body. I took a backpack with water and cool clothes and bandanas and hats. But we were in the Japanese garden.
We were.
And we were walking on concrete and I just felt myself like I couldn't breathe. I panicked and I didn't want anybody to see me because we were a larger group, although we all knew each other and we were friends. So what did I do? I kind of segregated myself like an injured animal, right? For lack of a better term. And so that's what I did. And Brian's going crazy looking for me. I was looking for water because I usually carry like a bandana that I could wet, drape over my head, my neck. But instead of asking somebody for help because I felt like I couldn't breathe, I found a safe space because I don't even know if I was under a tree or shade. I just knew I needed to rest, sit, get away from people. And then all of a sudden, Brian, I didn't even think to call or text. I didn't even know where he was at because I was in such a panic. And then my phone rang and I don't know how you found me, Brian.
Yeah, I found her on a bench in the shade and, immediately got water in her.
Crying.
She was not in a happy place.
I was crying.
And I think part of that was more out of embarrassment because we were with fellow students and it was a large group, but ran and immediately got more water for her and got her cooled down and comfortable, took some of the weight out of her pack and loaded it into mine, if I'm not mistaken, and got her relaxed and cooled down and water on board to the point where we were able to finish the day with the group.
We were, but they also had buildings there with AC and arts and all that cool stuff. And we went in for a while until I cooled down to the point that I was cold. So that's when I knew I was ready. But my point for sharing that story is that nobody is left behind. We all know what each other is going through. So there's no need to be embarrassed. We will stop and take breaks. That's the kind of community we want to create, so everybody will feel comfortable.
Yeah, and if you're the A-type personality that is going to want to continue on by yourself and not stay with the group, that's on you. But, we're not going to allow that type of behavior to make somebody else feel less and that they're not included. This is going to be a group activity to where we all stay within close proximity. We can have a leader and we can have a trailer, which odds are will be me, which is fine. And making sure, that last person is at least comfortable and or in a position where they can rest and we can swoop back and grab them and, make sure everyone gets off the trail and home in a safe manner.
So we're excited about that. I am actually going on vacation without Brian. I'm going with my parents to Mexico the week after Thanksgiving or following Thanksgiving. And
No, we're not. Our first activity will be when Lupe returns before Christmas, though.
Okay. That's what I thought. That's what we had talked about. But anyways, I thought I would sneak in an activity before I go. But that would be too soon.
So let's see. You're leaving on Monday. And did you start packing?
Oh my
And you really think you're going to do something on the weekend?
Brian, you're trying to stress me out because you already know I'm stressed out because I have no idea what I'm taking. I haven't even started packing. And I've known for about a month and a half, maybe less, that I'm going. And I'm stressing out because I don't know what suitcase I'm taking. I don't know what clothes I need because I always overpack because, oh, geez, it's going to be hot. It's going to be cold. I'm going to need a jacket. I'm going to need some shorts. What do I take? So I end up overpacking. And then when I'm wherever I'm going, I don't get out of the same pair of jeans, right? So now I have all this extra stuff. So yes, actually, shame on you, Brian, for stressing me out already.
Shame on you for thinking you're going to do something not even packed yet.
I want to do something together with my peeps. But actually, I am stressing out a little bit because, again, what am I packing? I don't want to forget anything. What's the weather going to be like? Am I going to need a humidifier? Because lately, my throat and my eyes have been really, really, really dry to where I need to have the humidifier on all the time. So I might have to go shopping to buy a
Say it ain't so.
portable humidifier. But I'm very excited to share that I purchased a pair of glasses from Sienna Eyewear. And I am hoping with all my heart that they arrive on time because for a couple of reasons. I want to try them out on the plane because these glasses have like a protective moisture seal that goes around the glasses, around your face, and it creates this barrier.
Yeah, and hopefully you'll have them for the plane ride because that recycled super dry air on the airplane.
So for the airplane, and then I don't know what the weather's going to be like, although I think it's summery over there too. So I can't wait. And after I use the glasses for a while, then we're going to have Sienna on the show and we'll be talking about pros and cons. And from what I've read, they're all going to be pros. But, I want to talk about my experience. So I'm excited to share that with you guys in a few weeks.
Yeah. So again, a lot of cool, exciting news. And Lupe is going to be traveling. The two new groups, one being ours with MeetUp and the second one being the Foundations group. All good stuff. We're excited to get the ball rolling on all these things.
So, MeetUp, we are at Chronically Active. And on Instagram, we are also at Chronically Active. So come on over.
And again, there will be links in these show notes below. You're welcome to join in and have some fun with us.
Absolutely. We're definitely looking forward to it. Until next time, sip constantly and stay hydrated. Welcome to another episode of
Sjogren in 3, 2,